Hey, what's going on, YouTube? So I want to make a video of this real quick just because I have been searching YouTube trying to fix the problem with my 2008 BMW. It's a 328xi, and I've had that rough idle, which a lot of people have described as like sitting at a red light or something and like almost feeling like somebody tapped you from behind, something along that line when it kicks. It's always a little bit worse with the air conditioning being on. So I noticed that as well with mine. Of course, I watch all the YouTube videos. I've changed my solenoids. I didn't change them, I'm sorry, I cleaned them. And when I cleaned them, they actually did seem to do a little bit better. It wasn't as bad, but when I put the air conditioning back on, it was still just like it was. But it did clear it up a little bit through stoplights and things like that. So also the coils, I'm not getting any sensors or any lights or anything telling me that my coils are bad or my spark plugs are bad, but I do have them coming. I'm going to change them. But in the meantime, I did something else, which this is what this video is about, just in case other people run into the same issues. It's exactly what I had. So as you can see, I'm sitting here with it right now running, and it hasn't moved. So it's kind of what I want to talk about is right now, even just sitting still, it would do it maybe, if I sat for more than 10 minutes, it would at least do it once or twice, just sitting still. If the car's in gear, which I'll put in now I'm in reverse, so you see it jumped a little bit. That's just going into gear. Now the car's in, now this would have definitely, just sitting in reverse, would have kicked on me once or twice by now. So again, I've heard mass airflow sensor, disconnected that and all that seemed good. What it wound up being for me, and I'll show you guys here in a second with my air conditioning full on now. We'll go ahead and put this up all the way. And now this would automatically have already kicked a couple times on me. Nothing. So what I did, what I noticed was I was out cleaning the car one day, and apparently I came in and I left my halos on, and all of a sudden it just, I went to go start the car. It was probably about maybe 8 minutes with the lights on, didn't pay attention, went to go start the car and pull it back out of the shade, and finished doing what I was doing with it, and that's when my car wouldn't start. So my battery was really low. So upon replacing the battery, you have to take off that whole red box and shit that goes on the front of it, and that's pretty much what I did. I took that box off, and that box is actually the power to one. I think the solenoids, is all powered through that as well. So if the battery was low on my car, it wasn't giving the proper power, I think, to those solenoids that I cleaned, amongst some other things. So and again, I noticed that as well when I took my car and dropped it off and I picked it up to get it. When I first got my car inspected, I noticed it was really bad then. And I was like, what the hell? Like, why is it worse right now? And then literally went to the store and I came back out, and I left my interior light on, which automatically cuts off, but I had left it on and it was dead. So the car was really low. After I jumped it and started it, it went back to the normal annoyance, not that real high, every couple seconds like it was doing when I picked it up. So that was another first sign that it might be something electrical. So again, guys, if you have this issue and you're idle, it's jumping down from there, it'll kick, and the whole car will shake a little bit, especially with air conditioning on, guys, check your battery. I've charged my battery and it still did it a little bit. That's the first thing I did. Once it died, I gave it a full charge and things like that. It was fine for a day or two, and then the battery drained right back down. So check that out, guys. Try the battery, test the battery, maybe leave your headlights on for about 10 minutes, and then with the car off, and then go out and see if you can start it up. If you can't start it up, chances are your battery's too low. So again, guys, I just want to touch base and give anybody that's got an E90, probably 2006 to 2008, it might work for you. Try it out, guys, before you start putting $150, $200 into coils and some other stuff, or $130, $140, whatever they are for those solenoids. Try that first, man. Batteries only cost me $117 and took care of the problem. All right, guys, appreciate it.